to go live and that we are live. I'm saying hello to everybody. This is Reverend Jerry Hobby. I'm celebrating with you. We decided that today would be called the Fallback Eve. It is November 1st. The holidays are here upon us. We have many things to celebrate. The most important thing we get to celebrate is to be in a space of gratitude. And I believe that is a year-round experience, a responsibility, and a blessing 24/7. So I'm going to invite you right now to just be with this. In this space, pausing, dropping into the heart, and just anchoring in love. We anchor in love for ourselves. We anchor in love for the entire world. Breathe with me right now and just fall into the silence. Our reading this morning comes from 365, Science of Mind, a year of daily wisdom from Ernest Holmes. And today's reading is entitled Thanksgiving. O Lord, thou art my God. I will exalt thee, I will praise thy name. Thy kingdom is an everlasting kingdom. Hallowed be thy name. Isaiah chapter 25, verse 1. Ernest Holmes writes, the attitude of praise and thanksgiving are salutary. They not only lighten the consciousness, lifting it out of sadness and depression, they elevate consciousness to a point of acceptance. Praise and thanksgiving are really attitudes of recognition. They are affirmations of divine presence, the divine abundance, and the divine givingness. It is only when we give affirmatively that we are happy. It is only when we recognize that the universe is built on affirmation that we can become happy. Today, through praise and thanksgiving, I recognize the divine presence in everything in the midst of darkness. I will sing a song to the dawn, for I know that the eternal light dissipates all darkness. Today, I will recognize the beautiful and the perfect in everything. I will call it forth with praise and thanksgiving, blessing the spiritual reality back of all things. And we have a special quote from the Science of Mind, page 497. Gratitude is one of chief graces of human existence and is crowned in heaven with a consciousness of unity. I invite you to breathe those words in right now. The heavenly state is right where we are in this very moment. And in this heavenly state, the power of gratitude and unity is here and at hand. I invite you to sit and direct your attention with gratitude in this heightened state of awareness. And what it looks like, what it feels like, and what it is in this state of awareness in your life and in the world. how good it is to just be in the silence. Our reading comes from 365 Science of Mind, a year of daily wisdom from Ernest Holmes. And on November 1st, our theme is Thanksgiving. We start first with Isaiah chapter 5, 25, verse 1. O Lord, thou art my God. I will exalt thee. I will praise thy name. Thy kingdom is an everlasting kingdom. Hallowed be thy name. So we just breathe right now. And here are the words from Ernest Holmes. The attitude of praise and thanksgiving are salutary. They not only lighten the consciousness, lifting it out of sadness and depression, they elevate consciousness to a point of acceptance. Praise and thanksgiving are really attitudes of recognition. They are affirmations of the divine presence, the divine abundance, and divine givingness. It is only when we live affirmatively that we are happy. It is only when we recognize that the universe is built on affirmation that we can become happy. So we're at that point now where we get to influence the chatter. We get to build the foundation of happiness through the power of affirmation, our spoken word. So I'm going to invite those that are here within this virtual space to unmute yourself. I'm also inviting those that are on our social platforms to join us this morning by repeating after me. Today, through praise and thanksgiving,
Today, through praise and thanksgiving,
I recognize the divine presence in everything.
I recognize the divine presence in everything.
In the midst of darkness,
In the midst of darkness,
I will sing a song to the dawn.
I will sing a song to the dawn.
For I know the eternal light dissipates all darkness.
For I know that the eternal light dissipates all darkness.
Today I will recognize the beauty and perfection in everything.
Today I will recognize the beauty and perfection in everything.
I will call it forth with praise and thanksgiving.
I will call it forth with praise and thanksgiving.
Blessing the spiritual reality back of all things.
Blessing the spiritual reality back of all things.
Now I invite you to repeat these words, which come from the Science of Mind textbook, page 497, if you want to look it up. But they're so powerful. And let us affirm together. Gratitude is one of the chief graces of human existence.
Is one of the chief graces of human existence.
And is crowned in heaven.
And is crowned in heaven.
With a consciousness of unity.
With a consciousness of unity.
I invite you to breathe those words in right now. And as you're breathing those words in right now, we remember why we come together in this particular way on a daily basis. Simply to recognize the truth. To recognize the infinite in all ways, in all things, in all beings. Seeking that consciousness of an elevated state of awareness, knowing that the power of happiness is anchored in the state of gratitude, of thanksgiving. And in gratitude, I acknowledge the clarity and the wisdom, the light, the love, the joy of living, the choice of a higher, elevated awareness. Remembering that in that awareness, it is not exclusive, but that it is all inclusive. So we invite you right now to breathe, acknowledging this consciousness of the allness and the inclusiveness, and knowing that that allness and inclusiveness fulfills itself right here and right now, based on our awareness, our understanding of the nature and the infinite presence of the divine. So I'm affirming right here, right now, with joy and thanksgiving, the power of good.
What's the matter, baby?
And I'm announcing and knowing that that power of good is love fulfilled, love overflowing. And I acknowledge that love as grace, knowing that every seeming need is already met. I'm giving thanks for the food and the substance of God shining forth in all ways, in divine patterns that continue to uplift and bless. I'm giving thanks for the spirit of compassion, of love overflowing, a beauty of life, and the expansion and the growth of all of humanity. I'm giving thanks for the discovery and the wisdom of the infinite expressing itself right here and right now. I give thanks for the divine presence and its creative energy expressing itself and fulfilling what appears to be a need. It's a new consciousness, a new dawning, a new way of being. And I give thanks for the blessing of all of life's gifts and all good. I give thanks for our harmonious existence. I give thanks for the balance of our ecosystem of life, living, learning, growing, coexisting, and supporting our highest and greatest good for all concerned. And I breathe right now. I smile with joy and gratitude for the blessings of this showing up in a practical way within our lives, knowing that it fulfills itself and that our passage in this truth right here and right now is already fulfilled with safety, with grace, and with honor. And as we breathe these words right here, right now, I invite you to unmute yourselves and to affirm with me. And so it is.
And so it is.
And now it is.
And now it is.
Amen.
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 Ashe.
Ashe.
With grace. So I'm going to open my eyes and I'm going to invite you to come and play with us tomorrow morning. I want you to set your clocks back. We're going to fall back and join me for a wonderful celebration at 7:15. Jim is going to come into the room. He's going to play the flute and he's going to charm your heart with the rhythm of the energy of life. And then we're going to have a little music, we're going to have a sacred talk, and we're going to have a power prayer. And then we're going to be ready for the rest of our week and the beginning of our grand celebration during this sacred season. I look forward to being with you, YouTube. Visit us at seatfm.org